Hi, in this lesson we are going to look at Java command line arguments. As the name suggests, these are the arguments that we pass from the command line. To understand what we mean by command line arguments, let's look at an example. Here I have a program. The class name is factorial with command line arguments. I have already compiled it. So let's execute this program using the Java command. Okay, here it is asking me to enter a number between 1 and 10. Let me enter 10. So it said the value of 10 factorial is something. Okay, here the program is asking me to enter a value during the runtime. So during the runtime I entered a value, the entered value is accepted and it is used as an input. The same value I can pass from the command line also at the starting of the program instead of during the runtime. So let me show you how I can do that. Here after the program name I can simply pass the value, whatever value I want to pass. But to do that I need to know that this program is accepting one input value and that is a integer value. I need to know that. Okay, that is a precondition for passing the command line arguments. Okay, now if I enter, the program is not going to ask me what is the input value because it already knows the input value when the program has started. So how am I able to pass this value of 10 to the program? As you know, every Java program starts with the main method. So when the JVM or the runtime environment is calling the main method, by the time this 10 value is passed to the main method. Let's look at the main method once again, then we will get a better understanding. Okay, here if we see the main method, it is accepting arguments. Okay, and the type of arguments is array of strings. So whatever values we pass there, they are all going to be command line arguments. Also they will be passed to the main method as an array of strings. Okay, so here if you see, I am checking the length of this array. Okay, if no arguments are passed, then the length of array is going to be 0. If any argument is passed, then length is going to be greater than 0 or whatever is the number of arguments that we passed. In this case we passed only one argument, that is 10, but we don't need to pass only one. We can pass as many as we need to from the command line. Okay, so here if the length is greater than 0, whatever is the first argument, I am parsing it to a integer. So this is how we pass a string value to a integer value. So if you see here, this is array of strings. So first parameter is going to be a string. I need to convert this string to integer. So I have to use a static method parse int from the integer class. We will look at all these integer float classes later. But if the input value is a floating value passed as a string, then we can use float.parsefloat or double.parsedouble. Okay, then here if you see in the else condition, that is if no arguments are passed, then I am asking the user to enter a value, then I am reading it using the scanner. So that is the reason when I passed 10, it did not ask me to enter a value. This else condition is not executed in that time. Then I am finding the factorial of that number, then I am printing the factorial. Okay, that is about this program. Here I have one more program just to show you how the values will be passed. As you have seen in the command line, this is very easy to pass here from the command line, but when we need to pass in the IDE, we have to make some small changes. Actually, you can go to run, then here you can see set project configuration, then you can go to customize. So here you have to select run. Here you have to select the main method. If you have so many files, so for example here if I click, I have so many files and all of them has main methods. So whatever files has the main method, they all will be shown here. So make sure you select the proper file. Then whatever command line arguments you need to pass from here. Then you can select OK. Then run the program from here or by pressing the F6. In this case, I am passing Hi Manohar Academy and all of them are printed. As you can see here. As you see, Hi is the first word, it is at index 0. Manohar is a different word at index 1. Academy is a different word at index 2. But say you have to enter Manohar Academy as a single word with space. as you can see here, the string delimiter is space. So whatever words are separated by space, they will be treated as different words. So that is the reason the main method arguments length is 3. Okay, so if we want to consider this word, this Manohar Academy as a single word, I have to include that in a double quotes. Then the whole word will be considered as a single word, even though it has space. Let's try that again. See, this time if you see, there are only 2 strings, hi and Manohar Academy. Okay, that is how we pass the arguments to the main method from the command line, in the command line as well as using the IDE. And one more thing is, we have to, if the values are integers or floating values, then we have to convert the string value to float or integer. Otherwise it will be simply string, because the values are passed as an array of strings. Okay, why do we need these command line arguments, or what are the benefits of these command line arguments? We have basically 2 benefits. We can change the behavior of the main method. Here if you see, we change the behavior of the main method, right? When we are passing the arguments from the command line, it is not asking for the input. So that is why the behavior of the main method is changed. Either it is asking us input or it is not asking us input. So we can make that behavioral change by passing the values. The second one is, whatever values the program needs, we can pass them at the starting of the program instead of during the program, during the runtime of the program. So this is a benefit, because the program need not stop in between to read the arguments from the user. Also, there is a chance that user will be entering wrong values during the execution, and the work will stop in between. So instead of that, if the user passes all the values at the beginning of the program using the command line arguments, then we can validate all those arguments before starting our program. That is one more advantage of the command line arguments. Okay, these are the 2 or 3 main advantages of the command line arguments. Let's look at a different program, but this time we are not looking at a Java program. We are looking at DOS command. So let me go to command prompt. Okay, now I am using a DOS command dir. We have seen this previously. So it is going to basically show us the directory listing at the particular directory location. So here I am at src com Manohar Academy core Java. So it is going to show me all the files and the folders that are lying under this folder. Okay, but these folders in turn has subfolders and subfiles. So I can pass some command line arguments or arguments to this directory command. So -p stands for prompt before scrolling further. So it is going to show me only set of lines that can fit on the screen. It's not going to scroll all the way up. Okay, so let me first do that without -p. So if I do -s, it is going to show me the files in the subdirectory as well. So let's execute that. So if you see here, it has shown me so many files, and at the same time it has scrolled down. So if I don't want that, I can use -p also. This time it will show me one page of output. After I press any key, then it is going to show me second page. After I press enter, it is going to show me third page. Okay, anyhow, that is not about Java, but using these command line arguments, we can change the behavior in a way we want. Okay, that is what the main concept of command line arguments is. We can change the behavior of the program or change the behavior of the main method. Also, pass the required values at the beginning of the program instead of during the runtime. I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and share it with others. Thank you.